This is highlights from a single round of King of the Hill Infantry Only, once again playing on Code 4 Gaming's EU number 5 server. Right at the start of the round here, just jumped in the first heli that was leaving with a bunch of other people to try and get into the AO as quickly as possible. Although we're just entering the AO and the pilot has decided that he's going to land in the AO. Do a pretty slow landing as well. If you land like this, because this is the limits of your flying abilities, you should probably land outside the AO. We were extremely lucky not to get RPG'd then, and that would have got someone a lot of kills and would have totally messed up our team with all those people getting killed just as they arrived into the AO. Anyway, you notice I'm not using the DMS scope. That's because at the moment I'm not using the marksman perk. In this round I've switched the marksman perk for the explosives perk. That gives me one extra rocket for the MAAWS and gives me an explosive satchel as well. Now if I was to use the ammo perk as well, I believe I would have 4 rockets and no C4 charge, but I would still need the explosives perk as well, so I'd need launcher explosives and ammo for 4 rockets I believe. But I do not want to get rid of that medic perk, it's just too useful. Not only for the points, but as a team overall it's just far more useful to be able to revive people in about half the time. And yeah, one hell of a shot there. Kind of lucky. The only reason I was really able to get that is because the heli was flying so slow. It was pretty high, but yeah, it was quite slow. But yeah, still pretty happy with that, and nice start to the round. Anyway, let's continue towards the priority area. Got a few friendlies heading that way, so let's try and work with them. Right, almost there. Got a bit closer now. Op 4 has taken control of the AO currently, but Blue 4 and Op 4 are currently on the same point, so it's looking like it's going to be quite a good round right now. The Op 4 has just taken the lead. Yeah, lucky I heard those footsteps, wouldn't have known that guy was there otherwise. Now that grenade, I'm hoping it was the grenade from that dead guy there, I believe it was. Right, so this is a few minutes later, we've actually got into the priority area now. Op 4 still in the lead, but it's still pretty close between Op 4 and Blue 4. Just hanging out in the priority area at the moment. There are one or more greens in there somewhere, just looking for them, but I cannot see them. Let's have a quick look towards Tower 4 as well. I'm exposed to Tower 4 at the moment, they could shoot me from up there. Okay, I want to take out that enemy vehicle, but I knew that I would have team killed the friendly, so I thought I'd just wait and hope that the friendly survives. You've got to be really careful if you're going to drive straight into the priority area like that, and it's quite an open part of the map right now where it is as well, so that was highly risky of that guy right there to drive straight in, but still sometimes it can pay off. Unfortunately I got taken out a little while after that, so just getting back into the AO now. I did drive straight to the priority area, and like I said, it's kind of sketchy, there's got to be some enemies around here somewhere, but blasted as smoke as I got here. That's one of the advantages of these armoured vehicles, the Hunter, the Strider and the Ifrit. You've got the smokes that you can use, can be pretty handy. Got out because I heard a vehicle and unfortunately was very unlucky to be taken out by a grenade there. Usually I'd wait in the vehicle for a bit to wait for any enemies nearby to throw their grenades first before I get out, but yeah, like I say, got out to try and shoot the vehicle and it turned out to be not a good idea. But I'm being revived currently, but I can hear really loud gunshots. Sounds like it's the building right next to me. But I did just hear another one. Also very close. Another very loud gun. Lynx probably. Or under barrel 50 on the Type 115. Oh, there he is, right behind me. Looked out the door to see if he pushed the door, but he didn't push the door straight away, so I'm going to set the satchel and see if I can blow him up. Yeah, awesome. He probably went for a revive on that other dead enemy there. Unfortunately, I've taken out my Hunter as well, but never mind. Just throwing down a smoke grenade to help those friendlies do the revive there. Right, cut to a few minutes later, and I'm in the priority area, but this ghillie suit guy has just landed right next to me, and as you can see there, there's a blue square from a friendly right behind him, so that could be pretty confusing when you see things like that, and I had to think for a second about, hang on a minute, is that an enemy or not? And yeah, that's one reason why it's actually good to get used to being able to tell just from sight which team someone is on, just based on the camo they're wearing, but of course you can't do that with all camo, like the ghillie suit for example. But with a lot of them you can, and that's why you want to do it, so you can shoot them without having to look for the square to confirm whether or not they're friendly. Once again, got taken out a few minutes later, and I'm on my way back into the AO. Hear a really loud gun on the hill over here, sounds like a Lynx again, or M320 maybe. Just going to go and have a look, see if I can see where he is. Thought he was down there to my front left somewhere, but the sound bounces off the hills. It can be kind of misleading as to where the sound's coming from exactly sometimes. It could also be more than one out here. Okay, I've just spotted him on the hill to the left there, and it looked like he was changing to an RPG, so rather than run straight at him, rather than drive straight at him, I'm going to try and get the hell out of here. I've got that unfortunate glitch where the camera zooms in and out while you're driving, and it also makes the mouse really sensitive, so I'm trying to look around, but the mouse is oversensitive. Yeah, and the way to avoid the RPG is try and keep the speed up, move around quite a lot. I'm quite far now, so I'm starting to go more of a straight line. Did actually almost get me there, surprisingly. Okay, just got into the AO. Heading straight for the priority once again. And you can see in the bottom right of the screen, you can see that Blue 4 and Up 4 have people in the priority area, as indicated by the yellow or orange numbers on top of the team score there. So let's have a look and see where these Up 4 guys are. Put a satchel down. One thing with having the explosives perk is that you carry in a lot of weight. And I like to try and just put the satchel down and fire off at least one rocket as quickly as possible to reduce my fatigue, because I'm suffering from pretty serious fatigue carrying all this stuff around. Just fired the satchel just on the random that I'd get someone, hoping that someone had followed my path that I took earlier, but no joy, although I've just heard footsteps. Can't tell if it's in the building with me or in the building next to me, so I'm looking upstairs and trying to check the doors behind me at the same time to see if someone comes up behind me. And yeah, got the guy that's going to check he's the only one. Yeah, building clear. Yeah, quite often the best way to use grenades is to bounce them off something. Can be really handy. If you're trying to throw them up into a room at the top of some stairs or something, you can bounce it off a wall into the room where you can't see. Can be very useful. Clearing all the buildings around here to see if there's any more enemies about. There's definitely at least one Up 4 in the priority area again. So let's move back towards it. Heard a heli, but it's friendly. Now I can see some parachuters, so let's try and shoot them. Accidentally left my gun on single shot though. And the rest of those parachuters are all friendly. Didn't shoot any of those enemy parachuters in time, unfortunately. Quick look at Tower 3, and I just saw a heli. Right in the sun there. And he's staying still. Great opportunity again for the MAAWS, and a kill streak of 19 stopped. Must be someone shooting from the side of that heli there, so yeah, I get some points for that. That's pretty good. But yeah, once again got taken out shortly after that, unfortunately, and moving back into the AO again. As you can see, I've still got that glitch going on where the camera moves in and out when you're driving a vehicle. Really, really annoying that is. You can just about deal with it though, but yeah, it is highly annoying. quite a nice shot with the MAAWS there. Pretty happy with that. It was pretty close, but still. A lot of kills. Felt good. Okay, going back for the car. Just give it a sec, see if anyone else wants to get back in. No, it doesn't look like it. Headed back towards the priority area. Blue 4 have taken a massive lead now. We've actually been controlling the AO for quite a lot of the round now. And I've just spotted this guy here. Okay, went to check the building but heard a heli, so got to go for it with the MAAWS. Try and get rid of one of these rockets early before so I'm not so heavily fatigued. But they've all jumped out. Let's try to shoot parachutes instead. Quite far, but it's still worth taking a shot, especially as they're actually trying to parachute into the priority area right now. And the underbarrel 50 does the trick. Type 115 is a great gun, but you've got to make use of the underbarrel 50 to really take advantage of it. Okay, I can see that friendly running straight for the priority area, so let's try and back him up. He didn't get shot as he ran across the road there, so it should be safe for me to do the same, hopefully. Could hear a vehicle, so I'll just change to the rocket minute, see if I can see it. There we go. Took a while to spot it. It's quite far and it's moving quite fast. And I was actually definitely lucky to make that hit there. Again, caught out with a single shot at first there, but still managed to get the guy, and yeah, there goes the heli too. Okay, there's another heli. Let's go for another fluke shot. Feeling a bit confident after that last one, but yeah, not quite so lucky that time, unfortunately. Quite a difficult shot though. I think the rocket was probably close, it's just heli was moving quite fast directly across my field of view there, which made it quite a difficult shot. But anyway, notice this friendly on Tower 4, let's try and revive him. This is actually the priority area right now as well. Just about, although it's actually just moving away from Tower 4 now. Trying to get smoke on the actual ledge. And put a couple on the ground as well, so that that gives me a bit of cover as I actually run to the stairs here. There's usually a lot of people covering the central tower, trying to shoot people as they run up and down the tower. Doesn't appear to be the case right now though. Okay, continue towards the priority area. Just having a look before I revive that guy, in case there's any enemies out there. I'm not exactly sure what he was shot by, where the enemy was that shot him, so there could still be enemies out there somewhere. Okay, I can hear a car. Wasn't able to change to the MAAWS quick enough as it showed up though, so decided to shoot him with the Type 115, although I only got one. The second one didn't get, don't know where he went, don't know whether he went up the tower in the building there, so not going to push him just yet as I don't know where he is. Okay, got to try and revive these friendlies, although I just heard a grenade launcher and I should have waited, because I should have expected that second grenade round to come in. Team's still doing pretty well, so it's not too bad. Okay, I'm back in the area of operations after respawning. Just put a satchel in this building here. I've not gone directly into the priority area as I don't have too many friendlies on this part of the map at the moment, so I don't have too much backup. If I go straight into the priority area, it's not so good. Just heard some footsteps, so set the timer on the explosive there in case there was more than one enemy. Although there was only one enemy and I still didn't kill him. But I've set the 40-second timer on the explosive, and while you're waiting for that to go off in a situation like that, 40 seconds is a very long time. Left my body there hoping that they'll spend time trying to take all my ammo and stuff. That's make it more likely for the explosive to get them. And there you go, 2 kills with the C4. Yeah, that was pretty good. Right, on my way back in. We're right at the end of the round though. Blue 4 was just about to win it. I didn't get back into the AO in time, unfortunately. And there you go, end of the round. The first half of the round, it was actually a pretty close game between up 4 and blue 4, but then in the end blue 4 just stormed it. But still, a lot of fun, and it's a pretty intense battle. It's a pretty good part of the map, that as well. I do enjoy that part of the map sometimes. Yeah, still, awesome round. Great fun. Highly recommend the MAAWS. Best launcher by far. If you haven't tried it out, you should try it out. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Click on the notification bell for notifications when more of my videos come out. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Take it easy.